So it says, so now these people say, don't come near me, I'm holier than you. I know better. I know better than you do. So I'm gonna, let me put it like this. These people that is describing here, they claim to know God, still follow after their lusts, and then rebuke other people talking about how they are holier or know God better than they do, than other people do. That's what these people are. Knowing good and well that behind the scenes, they committing all kind of sin. That God said, he said, they provoking me to my face. That's what these people are. Watch what he says, go ahead.
These are a smoke in my nose.
He said what?
These are a smoke in my nose.
Now, think about it. Along with being sober, along with the comparison that Solomon said, God gave to Isaiah to write this down. If he liked it and he was okay with smoking, I can find scriptures where he's fine with drinking. Just don't get drunk. He's fine with moderation. I can find that scripture. It says it all over the Bible. But with smoking, everywhere in the Bible when you see anything in regards to smoke, unless it's an instant, if it's going in your body, he's against it. He gave the comparison about how ungodly men piss him off, and he said, they're like a smoke in my nose. So what makes you think? Now I did all of that for this. What makes you think that God, to any matter, whether it's weed, cigarettes, vaping, doesn't matter. What makes you think that he'll be okay with us today smoking? You with me? That's the point. There's nothing that we do now, for example. There's nothing that we do now that God would see as holy, unless we follow what he says here. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. And I'm speaking from a place because I'm telling you, I had to get a similar message because I used to. That's why I'm telling you, I used to do it. Preaching to, matter of fact, hey, how many of y'all used to smoke as well? No, here's the difference. Give me Colossians. Give me Colossians.
Bring that sister over here. Rock Shonda.
Hold. Nah, hold on.
Bring that sister over here. She need to know the knowledge.
Nah, I agree. All of them do. But
I be sharing this right here.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
And
but here's the thing.
It makes you want to break, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
You gotta do it.
I'm with you. Hey, but
you gotta do right, my brother.
I'm gonna say this, because I'm gonna help you out with this one. Even when we step away, they have a scripture, and I'm gonna get it in a second, but it says, teach those that are also able to teach others. Right now, I'll be honest with you, if somebody was high or inebriated or whatever, right? They're not gonna focus as much as someone who's sober and they just like, so I'm not calling everybody over here.
Yeah.
No.
They're not even gonna, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call everybody over here, but you are in your right frame of mind.
Bro,
you look like you had a good breakfast this morning.
We have to carry the light, you feel me? We have to carry the light in a dark place. You know what I'm saying? And doing that, you gotta fear the Most High. You feel me? Because it get real crazy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really know how to handle them. You feel me? And it's the inward man. You feel?
Right, the inward man. You know what? You said that before, and I didn't touch on it. I'm gonna touch on it now. Watch this. Colossians 3 and 5. This is the issue with a lot of us. Watch this.
Colossians 3 and 5. Mortify, therefore, your members.
So mortify just means to kill, right? Kill those parts of you, and it's about to name a couple. Some of the bigger ones. It says, kill those parts of you that's keeping you separate from God, that's provoking God. Watch these, bro.
Which are upon the earth. Fornication.
So fornication, that's one. Having sex without marriage, that's one of the things God said, kill that off from you, get that away from you. Don't do it, right? Go ahead.
Uncleanness.
So that's a whole bunch of things. One of the things that's uncleanness.
Being dirty.
Okay, yeah. But the sin about it, uncleanness can go into the eating of different foods that he said not to eat, like pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. God said don't eat that. Smoking, cocaine, crack, what else? Molly, all of that. It can go into drugs in general, right? Weed, cigars. It can go into hookah. It can go into a whole bunch of things. He said uncleanness. That's what he's talking about, uncleanness. Go ahead.
Inordinate affection.
So that inordinate affection is male liking men, women liking women. That's that inordinate affection. That's things that's not okay with God. You agree with that?
That's right.
Okay. All right. I know some people nowadays, they're a little on the fence with it, but God said, and he's going to stand by it. That's why I'm telling you, they don't teach that in a Christian church. God said he don't like when two of the same sex get together. That's backwards. That's what he's saying.
Bring it out.
Come on.
Evil concupiscence.
So evil sexual desires, evil sexual lust. That's what he's talking about here. Prostitution is an evil concupiscence or evil sexual desire, right? Being a stripper is an evil sexual desire.
That's right.
Going in brothels is an evil sexual desire.
I want my daughter dealing with nothing.
Right, we won't want our daughters in that.
Right.
But a lot of our sisters, you know how they get away with it now? OnlyFans. They do that. God said he against that. Hey, you know why a lot of our people, I'm gonna keep on going with this. You know why a lot of our people, bro, don't want to hear what this Bible really got to say? Because if you do listen to it, that means you got to change what you're doing. And a lot of us don't want to change what we're doing. We like our bum slave life. Because that's what this is. Where we live at, I ain't saying like we any better. Only, like I said, the only thing that's different between what we're doing right here and what our brothers did over there is the purple shirt and God's law. That's the only thing that's different. We don't live any better. All of us live in garbage.
They hate them, bro. They hate right.
Hey, even if we got a big house in America, right? What you consider a big house, like a $600,000, $700,000 home, right? 5 bedrooms, whatever. You can go wherever you want in the world. Compared to what God said he gonna give us on earth, not up in the sky, on earth. He said this is garbage. This is bum life.
That's right.
He said it's trash. Compared to what God gonna give us.
America is not worth it, bro.
I'm gonna ask a question after this. I'm about to get deep with you for a second.
Definitely not worth the trauma. Definitely not worth the trial.
Right. Watch this. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna go somewhere with you. Watch this.
And covetousness, which is idolatry.
And now covetousness, which is your lust, the things that you put above God. I ain't talking Christianity, because that's garbage. Just in case I'm saying that for everybody else that hit me.
That's serious, bro.
Christianity is garbage, and that's not what we talking about inside the Bible. We talking about real change. We talking about real stuff the pastor won't talk about.
That's right.
That's what we're talking about. Your lust that you put above God, that he calls idolatry.
Second.
To some brothers, that could be a woman and getting some cat. To others, it could be weed. To others, it could be money. It could be a car. It could be anything. Your phone. He said, whatever you put above what God said to do, he said, that's your idol. Now I'm gonna ask this. Here's my question. Where were we before we got put in slave ships in America?
Well,
Because I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go. A lot of our brothers don't know, or our sisters don't know what we were doing before we were sold as slaves in America. A lot of them don't know. They think we were some damn monkeys hanging from trees and doing some crazy crap.
Bring it out.
No. We were kings.
That's right.
We were gods. We lived here. Our women were underneath our rule. You know why? Because we ruled on the other side of the planet.
That's right.
We had the gold. We had the silver. We had the rubies, the diamonds. We had architects, engineers, bankers. We had all of that. They said, let's kill off the niggas. Let's destroy them. Take them from Spain, Africa, Portugal, and everywhere else, and then ship them over towards America. And then once they get there, make sure that they can't read. So that way, once the time goes on, they're going to be stupid.
Bring it out.
I got books to prove every word I just said.
That's right.
That's why, the reason why we in the hood doing what we doing right now, and why our brothers don't like to read, is because it was placed against us not to learn to read, not to love it.
Man.
We like doing stupid crap. Watch this. What you got? Deuteronomy 28?
47.
Give me that. Deuteronomy 28, 47. That's good.
Trying to say these crackers, man. There's a lot of terrorists in our people, bro.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of terrorists out here, bro.
I'm going to tell you why I just brought that out. Because it might seem like it's unrelated to what we were just talking about, right? It's very much related. If you really knew, I know you heard about it and you read about it 6 years, so on and so forth, right? But if you really knew what it is that we were doing and how glorious we were, you wouldn't be doing it. If you really knew. No, like, look, I can hear something, but I'm not listening. I can know something, but not understand it. There's a difference. There's a lot of things that all of our brothers do. No, I can ask my brothers over there. I know they know something, right? But there's a lot of things that we as a people don't understand. That's the difference we got to make. You was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
All right, Deuteronomy 28:47. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
So it says, because, now, you pulled the right scripture. Because I'm a harp on this for a little while. So keep your thumb right. Matter of fact, hold on. We're going to stay right there. So it says, because we serve God with joyfulness and gladness of heart, right? Do you celebrate any of the holidays? No? Do you do it for kids, for a girl? None?
I don't feel like it's like it. We have our own holy days.
We do.
You feel? And like me trying to do all this, like, which I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to be in a congregation or study.
Yep, you do.
Feel? And keep that, you know. But then again, I don't have like certain materials. You feel? Like I feel doubt is where, like, you know, like keeping my holy days will kind of be like a little difficult, you know.
Well, see, here's the thing. I never got fringes, did I?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, now get congregate, then we're gonna go to fringes, because that also plays a part in the joy. So,
those are holy garments.
They are, but it's supposed to be on all your clothes, like even the ones that you got on right now. It's supposed to be on those. So, if you don't partake even in the smallest of God's commandments, then you're just like the ones who celebrate the holidays. Like right now, fall is about to start coming in, right? A lot of our brothers and sisters want to partake in, or they say they don't. I ask a lot of people, all of them say they don't, until you ask about their kids. Then they say they do it for the kids.
No, I wouldn't do it for my kids. I want them to know the law, statutes, and commandments. I want them to,
okay, you say you want them to know it.
Yes, I want them to
right.
follow. I want them.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. Because let me say this out loud. And even though you don't, I'm gonna say it out loud for everybody here. Christmas, God said not to do it. Easter, God said not to do it.
Right. That's right.
Halloween, God definitely said not to do it.
Bring it out.
Give me another one.
New
Year's Eve. That ain't the real New Year, and I got proof. Easter ain't. That ain't God's resurrection. Valentine's Day, Cat Day, and Dog Day, Thanksgiving Day. All of these days that America have. Labor Day. I'm gonna enjoy my time off. Don't get it twisted, since I don't have to work. God said He ain't with these days. And a lot of people don't. Hey, every time you add God into a conversation, they think something religious. They always do. You have no idea what kind of God really controls this planet. God allowed us to get killed. That's something that people don't like to think about. Hebrews chapter 10. Let's go with that joy. Come on.
Hebrews 10:25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is.
So it says, as the manner of some is. Break that down for me.
Read that scripture again.
Read it again.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is.
Like, don't go backwards.
Okay.
Don't forsake, like, your traditions for vain heathen customs.
All right. The first part, yes. The second part, not so much what the scripture is talking about. It says, don't forsake assembling ourselves together. What's that part?
Don't forsake your brothers. Like brotherhood, like community.
Okay, coming together. All right, you got that. As the manner of some is. What's that part?
As the manner of some is. Like,
yeah.
Some are doing.
Some are doing what?
Like some are forsaking that.
Right. That's it. That's what he's talking about. Some people aren't congregating because, and he said, don't forsake it because some people are doing it. That's what he's saying. Come on. Remember, who your circle is who you are. That's what we're talking about. Same thing. Come on.
But exhorting one another.
See that word again? Exhorting one another. That's what. Listen, I'm looking at you as you like my little brother.
So, likewise. Like you, my big brother.
Right. Exhorting one another.
Yeah.
Come on.
And so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
Right. As you see times getting worse, pull them inside so that way they can keep from the fire that's about to rain down on him. That's what we're trying to do right here. Like, all right, do you congregate?
Here and there.
Here and there? Okay. With whom? I ain't saying you gotta come with us.
I won't disclose.
You won't disclose?
Not on.
All right. Do they keep God's commandments?
Yes.
Do they smoke?
No.
They don't smoke. Do they believe in multiple wives?
Well, if you really want to get into the scripture about that, because that's kind of interesting. But me, I believe, yeah, polygyny is very much lawful.
Okay, you believe polygamy is lawful. Why you say that? Well, give me something from here that allows us to have more than one wife.
We gotta really look at it. I'm sorry, bro.
No, you good. You good.
No.
If you have the scripture, I'm gonna listen to
No,
it.
because you my big brother.
Hey,
You have
what's going on, bro?
scriptures, but, if you really look at it, Jacob, he had four wives, right?
You said you're who?
Four women.
No, the man you talking about.
Jacob.
Jacob. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Our forefather. So the nation of Israel was, we have 4 other women. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, every brother have more than one wife, because your forefather had more than one wife.
Okay.
You feel me? Because it don't always work like that.
All right. Well, how about this? Because there was a couple of kings. Even you said Jacob, Abraham also, right? All right. Isaac had one though. Adam, the first man, he had one. So, but a lot of our other forefathers had multiple. Some had 10. Solomon, he went gangbusting and went to 1,000. Watch this. This is what Christ said. I want Matthew. I want 17. I want 17.
Bring that out.
He said bring it out. You just talk about multiple. You something else. Watch this.
I'm interested in hearing.
Okay. But you just said something. Now I have to harp on it. You said you're interested in hearing. Remember, I just said there's a difference between hearing and listening. Between knowing and understanding. Right? I want you to hear it, but I definitely want you to listen.
All right, I'll listen.
All right. Listening comes with comprehension. That's how we do it. Yeah, it's the transfiguration.
Okay.
Yeah, so give me that. Chapter 17, verse 2.
The book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 2.
Now, watch what he says here. This is when you know about the transfiguration. All right. So his disciples were there. They had Moses and Elijah. That was there right next to Christ, right? Okay. Jump down to where he said, verse 5. Start at 5. Come on.
While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them.
Right. A bright cloud chariot overshadowed them. Go ahead.
And behold, a voice out of the cloud,
Right.
which said, this is my beloved son.
So now Moses, that was Old Testament. That was before Christ came, right? Under the laws of Moses, I'm talking about what sacrifice, our kings and so on and so forth had multiple wives, right? They did. They had that. But now Christ came on the scene, and God is making it clear who you should listen to. Should you listen to the ways that our forefathers did under Moses, or should you listen to the laws of Moses underneath how Christ is guiding himself? This is what his answer is. Come on.
This is my beloved son,
Jesus Christ.
in whom I am well pleased.
Right.
Hear ye him.
He says, hear what Christ says over what everybody else said. That's not taken away from examples that we learned from in the Bible. But when it comes down, if Christ says something that seems to be different than what the Old Testament said, listen to Christ over what the examples in the Old Testament was. Example, polygamy. That's one of the examples. You listen to Christ over the time in the Old Testament. Here's a good example. Chapter 19. I want verse 3. Start at, 3. What's this?
Matthew 19 and 3. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause?
So they was asking, can you, because brothers back then was just putting away their wife for any old reason. Oh, she didn't cook rice right, so he wanted to divorce her. Oh, she did something, she scrambled my eggs the way I didn't like them scrambled. They're a little brown on the bottom. I want her divorced. Whatever. They used to divorce their wives for anything. That's what they was doing back then. They do it today right now. Brothers and sisters divorce, especially sisters. Brothers don't do it too much. Sisters divorce us a hell of a lot for more reasons than whatever. But the point is, the Pharisees was asking. Watch this, come on.
And he answered and said unto them,
This is what Christ said.
have you not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
So he said, listen to this cut. He said, have you not read? He talking about Genesis, Moses. In the beginning, he made them male and female. 1, 2, right? Because they was asking about putting away for every cause because they had more than one. They had more than one wife. He said, I made only male and female. I didn't make multiple for that one. Watch what he said, come on.
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife.
But to his wife, singular. Not wives, to his wife. Go ahead.
And they twain shall be one flesh.
Right, and they twain, them two, not them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those two become one. That's the example we follow in these days, right?
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is